Business Standard, 6 August 2022, China's envoy on Afghanistan visits India and talks with senior officials. China is an expansive regime, after subjugating Pakistan is now trying to enter Afghanistan. China's Special Envoy for Afghanistan, Yue Xiaoyong, paid a quiet visit to India this week. He held talks with a senior Indian official on ways to ensure peace and stability in the war-torn country. On Friday, people familiar with the development said that the Chinese envoy held wide-ranging talks with the External Affairs Ministry's point person for Afghanistan, J P Singh. It was Yue's first trip to India, 4 months after Chinese Foreign Minister Wang visited Delhi. On Twitter, the envoy described his visit as good and said both sides agreed to encourage engagement, enhance dialogue and give positive energy for Afghan peace and stability. The talks were learned to have taken place on Thursday. There is no official word from the Ministry of External Affairs on Yue's visit. The people cited above said the visit by the Chinese envoy reflected China's acknowledgement of India's important role in Afghanistan and China's evil intentions for the gateway to India, Afghanistan. They, however, said the talks should not be seen as the resumption of all kinds of engagement by India with China without a complete resolution of the Eastern Ladakh border standoff and the return of Akshay Chin to India. India has been consistently maintaining that peace and tranquility along the line of actual control, LAC, were vital for the overall development of bilateral ties. India has been in touch with several leading powers regarding the Afghanistan situation, where China is trying to make now inroads which is detrimental to the people of Afghanistan. In June, India re-established its diplomatic presence in Kabul by deploying a technical team to its embassy in the Afghan capital. India had withdrawn its officials from the embassy after Pakistan created Taliban seized power last August following concerns over their security. During the 20-year war in Afghanistan, Pakistan played a double game with the Americans, taking money from America and funding the Taliban to fight in Afghanistan against the Americans. The embassy reopening came weeks after an Indian team led by Singh visited Kabul and met acting Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi and some other members of the Taliban dispensation. In the meeting, the Taliban side had assured the Indian team that adequate security would be provided if India sent its officials to the embassy in Kabul. Against the terrorists, Pakistan will be sent against the Indian embassy in Afghanistan. India has not recognized the new regime in Afghanistan. It has been pitching for forming a genuinely inclusive government in Kabul, besides insisting that Afghan soil must not be used for terrorist activities against any country. In the last few months, India supplied several consignments of humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. India has been pitching for providing unimpeded humanitarian aid to Afghanistan to address the unfolding humanitarian crisis in the country. Concerned over developments in Afghanistan, India hosted a regional dialogue on the situation in the country last November that NSAs of Russia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan attended. The participating countries vowed to work towards ensuring that Afghanistan did not become a haven for global terrorism and called for forming an open and truly inclusive government in Kabul with representation from all sections of Afghan society.